Hey everybody, welcome to another Halloween product review. Sorry for the weird camera angle. I've got a lot going on in this room for the Halloween season already, so this was like the only clear space in the house that I could do this review for you. And hopefully this is the last product I'm going to be buying for this year, at least before Halloween. Every time I go out, I seem to buy more and more stuff. I was at Lowe's again today. I bought a few more light-up jack-o'-lanterns. If you watched my last video, you will have seen that I got some of those at 75% off. And it looks like today they're back up to 50% off instead. So that deal might be over, at least until after Halloween. But they do have most of their stuff on 50% off, which is where I got this box. This is a Haunted Living box, and I really like how they sort of decorate the box in this sort of old-timey crate fashion. But really, what it is here is a zombie. And I don't have really a stand-up zombie, so I was kind of excited to get this one, but I've got kind of a weird plan for it. Usually I do some sort of car crash scene in my haunt every year. Usually it is my car running over a sort of pumpkin man, and I'll actually carve a real pumpkin, and I'll take the pumpkin guts and splatter it all over the driveway where it looks like my pumpkin man is, met his end. But today, or this year, I thought I would do sort of a zombie instead of a pumpkin man. And instead of on the ground, he'll be like smashed between a couple of cars. So I'm not entirely sure what this guy does, but I'm hoping it'll be realistic in my little zombie scene. I get the feeling all he does is do something with his head and mouth, because it doesn't really indicate that his body moves at all, which would be a shame, because that would be kind of cool if he kind of had some hip motion or something like our mummy did. Make sure you check out my mummy video if you're interested in that. Anyway, let's get on to the review. This says it is a life-size animated zombie. Sorry, picture again. He does take 4 AA batteries, which are actually included. He is motion and sound activated. Let's go ahead and figure out how we get into the box. I think there's a seam right here, so let's go ahead and cut it open. Very carefully. Very, very carefully. All right. Here we go. Inside, again, looks like some wood. That's pretty awesome. There's not a lot of packing material inside, but things do seem pretty wrapped. Oh, I think it might actually have hip motion. We'll get to that in a second. All right, so creepy zombie head. Running out of room in my little corner here, so I'm just going to sit that right there. Some instructions. I think by now we can probably figure out how to put this thing together. All right, we have some thing here. I don't know what it is. Looks like clothing. And I'm just going to have to rip into it. Yes, we have some clothing. Looks like top and some pants. Come back to that. He's got some little plastic shoes. These are really flimsy plastic. It's not like some of the harder shell shoes. Oh no. He only has 1 shoe. I wonder if he's supposed to have 2 shoes. Well, that is disappointing. There's definitely not a second shoe in here. Yes, according to the box, there should be a second shoe. Huh. Okay, it is day number 2 and day 2 of my zombie build. I packed it all up because I thought I was missing a shoe, and I slept on it overnight, and it came to me. I picked this up and I played with it, and I realized how flimsy it was. It didn't occur to me that it could be even flimsier. It can. You pull it apart and you have 2 extremely flimsy little shoes. So I didn't have to return it to Lowe's. That was a plus. Instead, I spent my lunch break going to the at-home store, where they have even more discounts at 50% off now, and I, of course, bought that lunging witch prop, which I love. So, tip, if you do purchase something from the at-home store, if you sign up for their program, they have an extra 10% off coupon that they email you right away. So I got it at 50% off and then an extra 10% off. So that was nice. Yay me. Anyway, moving on. So this is the zombie torso that comes in the box. It's got some posable arms. You know, I think Lowe's does a pretty good job packaging things. They've got all these little pieces and parts in their own little separate plastic bags. So let's go ahead and unbag his hands here. And one of them. The hands are pretty nicely detailed. I mean, they're a little white for my taste, but we'll see how it turns out. Very flimsy, sort of. I guess these are shoulder pieces here. I thought it was a torso. All right, so more plastic. This is just the outfit we looked at the other day. All right, got a bunch of pieces here. Uh-oh, zip tied together. Gonna need to undo that here in a moment. All right, this has got lots of little, I don't know why they zip tied this little piece of foam. All right, so let's just put this down. I don't have scissors. Let me use my little scalpel type device here. See if we can get this undone. There we go. All right. I have no idea why they needed to zip tie this. Clearly it's very important. Or maybe it just fell off because it comes with a little base piece and this was just covering the little base piece. So I guess that's what it was. I'm not going to undo that one. Throw that down on the floor. I think I might need these directions after all. This looks like it could be a little bit more complicated. I'm going to throw the box over there. Move my chair out of the way. All right, let's see if we can start assembling this. All right, first things first, I am going to open these little support bars. Right. Do not want to come apart. All right. All right, I probably could have just pulled that thing off. Why did I just do that? All right, so we got a bunch of pieces and parts here. Let's go ahead and see if we can get this guy assembled. I'm just gonna move this here to the corner so we can all see it. All right, I'm gonna have to glance at the instructions really quick. All right, let's see here. All right. All right, step one, we're going to take these C bars and just pop them in place here. Now this is pretty easy. You know, it has the little snap-in pieces. I like that these bars are metal, so that's pretty well constructed. It's going to be pretty sturdy, hopefully. All right, step one, set base on a clear flat surface. Place poles C into the holes in base A. We've done that. Step two, we're going to slide the shoes over the poles. These do get my vote for the worst shoes ever. I thought, when I first took one out, I thought that one's clearly the right shoe as opposed to the left shoe, but it wasn't. These are exactly the same. So, there we go. That was easy. All right, step three, place the poles D on top of the poles C. The clips should face outwards. Poles D, clips facing outward. I guess outward being, I guess that would be out, right? Not toward the inside of his body. Now, why aren't these going in? All right. This one's just a little fussy. All right, so go. Voila, we're moving right along. Okay. Step four, put the trousers on the poles. Right. We've got some trousers here. Don't think there's really a front or back. Oh, well, one side's a lot more ripped. Well, this side has no rips. This side is full of rips. Let me grab the box and take a look at the picture. All right. If we're to take a look at the picture, we clearly see rips in the front. I guess that makes sense. I mean, you want to be able to see that he is a decaying, zombie guy. So, go, one leg and two legs. All right. There we go. Step 3, install the waist ring. Oh, it's a waist? Oh, that's this piece. Okay, the waist ring. Just on the poles. Install a waist ring B to secure poles together. The clips should face outward. All right, so I guess this just goes right on top of this. All right, you press it down far enough, it clips into place. So there we go. We're making progress. Okay, next step. Place the pole. Oops, wait. All right. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I was wondering if I should do something with the pants, but no. They're instructions for a reason. One step at a time. Place the pole E onto the waist ring B. Connect the torso to the single pole. Okay, well, wherever that went, here we go. One last one. Now, which way does this go? This has two clips on either side, but apparently I don't see any difference, so it should just probably go any old way we can get it to fit in, huh? Let's see. New. Which way is that clip supposed to go? Does it matter? Hope not, because I just snapped it into place. I like these poles that snap into place. In some of the other ones we had, they just had like a little slot and a groove where they kind of sat in place. But these have a nice little secure connection. All right. Now we just place. Oh, I think I got lucky, because you definitely want the clip to be on the specific side of your zombie waist piece, because it only has a clip opening for one side of it. There we go. It's clipped into place now. Oh, he's kind of tall. All right, I like that. Place the jacket over the torso and gently slide the arms through the sleeves. Pull up the trousers and secure in the back with the hook and loop fasteners. Note the jacket does not open in the front. Above graphic is for reference only. All right. I get the feeling this is going to be a challenge. Let's see. All right. Well, we've got some wiring here, so we want to keep that together. This thing's all kind of coming all apart. I guess that goes through there. Is this Velcro? All right. I don't know which way is up even. This is a little confusing. All right, let's just go for it and hope for the best. All right, I think that this is the way it needs to go. Why? Maybe not. All right, I mean, I clearly have a neck hole here. I just don't know. So I think I'm in the right vicinity. Let's see. All right, this is definitely a sleeve. So I think, see, part of the problem here is they've got two different layers of cloth sewn together, and I don't know, does something go through a hole or on the side of a hole? I think I have found the armhole for this side. All right, if I can find the arm now. All right, let's gently work this in. All right, I see a hand. I think this is something I think I've gotten somewhere. Okay. This is what we look like in the back. Did I put that on correctly? I have absolutely no idea. Alright, let's just try putting this other arm through some other armhole and see what happens. Alright, just gonna shift this guy over here just a little bit. Alright. I don't know. This is probably the worst constructed garment on any animatronic I've ever seen. I hope it's worth it in the end. I think I found this armhole. Alright. So, alright. We have arms and holes. I have no idea how the rest of this is supposed to, like, come together. Alright, well, this is clearly his lapel. Alright, let's find his other lapel. There we go. I think it's starting to come together. There we go. Alright. I got figured out the back. Alright. Now why does this look like crap? I think this is just supposed to go around here somehow. Doesn't really, like, the shirt front should be like, you'd think it would have some Velcro on the inside or something so that it doesn't, I don't know. All right, just gonna stuff it right there for the moment. Okay, let's just try the pants. All right, pull these up. And I probably should have done the pants first because now this is all in the way. I think they are just going to elastic themselves around this waist thing. Looks a little funky, but not awful. Okay, there we go. Well, we have a waist. Okay, so, oh no, what happened to my leg? How the hell did that happen? Okay, there must be an easy way to fix this. Can I get this out? Maybe if I pull both of these out at the same time. Okay. All right. You don't want your leg pole to go through the pant hole. All right. You want it to go through the bottom hole. So there we go. There we go. All right, got one fixed. Oh no, I shouldn't have done that. Okay, because this one, there we go. All right, may have had to force it a bit. Okay, these lovely shoes. I'm hating this proper end. Okay. Here we go. I think we've made some progress. Let's see, what is the next step? All right, wait. Back to step 7. Note, jacket. All right. Pull up the trousers, secure in the back with the hook and loop fasteners. I think we were supposed to secure the trousers somehow with the hook and loop fasteners but I don't understand that at all. So I don't know why you wouldn't just leave it around those things. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it like that. Okay. Let's just move on to the head and hope for the best. Attach the head, connect the cord from the head to the cord on the shoulder, which fortunately we found, so let's just go for it. All right, so going to take that off. Again, just slide his head on here. Well, now where did that cord go? All right. You need to be far more coordinated than I am to work these things. Where does this go? All right. This cord needs to go in here somehow, I think. Okay. There is no cord coming off the head. The instructions say connect the cord from the head to the cord on the shoulder. The only cord I see is this cord coming off the clothing, which is clearly for some sort of sensor mechanism. Just undo this a little bit and see if I can see where this thing is supposed to plug in. I don't know if it's supposed to plug into this little box here. One would assume. Try me, sensor. Aha, yes. So the cord from the clothing plugs in to that right there. Okay, great. There is no cord on the head. I don't know why it says that at all, except to drive me insane. So, let's see if I can get this to go back on. You know, I was feeling very happy when I started this project, and I am feeling a little less so now. Okay, I'm just going to sit that there for the moment. This guy, I think, just sort of sits in here. I don't know. It's got a little clip that I think will clip itself into place here when I push it down, and it does. Okay, so I think the head just does its own thing when you clip it into place. Let's see if we can get his clothing now to work. Okay, well, that is a start. Velcro. All right, he has a shirt. He has a sensor on his shirt. Make sure that cord is... Now this is awkward. It doesn't lay flat because it kind of sticks through, and then there's this big plastic thing in front. Maybe if I loosen it up and push it down a little bit. But anyway, I think that sensor just does not lay right at all. Let's see, can we get his clothing up? Should not have let go of this lapel. Jacket. Okay, lapel. Here we go. 1. Let's see here. Come on. It's somewhere, I know. There we go. 2. All right, now, I know these had some Velcro. There we go. All right. The sad part is I know I'm going to have to maybe unvelcro that again in a second just to turn him on. But his arms are posable, which is good. I don't see that the sleeves Hopefully I'm in the picture. I don't see that the sleeves really attach to his hand. Now this one is kind of convenient because the thread has looped over his finger to hold his sleeve in place, but I don't see any other way to to accomplish that. And somehow the arm here has gotten out of the sleeve portion. Oh God. Did this one too? Yes, okay. After all that work, I have somehow put the sleeves on wrong. But for the purposes of this video, we are just going to go with it. All right. Let's go ahead and turn them on and see what happens. All right. I think there is... Turn back around. You can just pull the back apart. It only has the one Velcro piece at the top, which is somewhat convenient, so we can get to the on-off switches here. So there's a sensor and an off, and a try me, so I guess you could connect a foot pad to him. Let's go ahead and turn them on. Okay, I've gone ahead and turned him off. I guess he's got to finish his cycle. There we go. I actually kind of like the sound effects in this one, almost. I mean, it's nice that he doesn't have any of that background noise, that sort of clutter noise that we hear in a lot of our animatronics, except for an odd sort of gurgling sound. It sounds like sort of a cauldron bubble effect in the background. I'm not sure how well that got picked up on the speaker. But he does kind of like murmur the words brains. But you kind of have to listen to that. So it's really not that bad. In fact, and it's not overwhelmingly loud as we hear some of them. He is almost like it's the perfect volume. I was looking to see if there was a volume switch, which I don't see one. But, for like a background sort of character that's not going to overwhelm whatever you're doing, I think he's really good for that. Let me go ahead and bring the camera in, give you kind of a close-up detail of his, his features. And I'll try and fix his sleeves maybe. So give me a second. All right, there he is up close. Isn't he a beauty? Actually, his face is realistic. I like his eyeballs. Very creepy. Now, his hands were a little bit, the sleeves were easy to fix. It's a little hard to tell, but they only put in, they only put in like enough fabric just to do the very ends, and it's not sewn well, so it can easily go through, where it shouldn't. But it was an easy fix. It does feel like it needs some Velcro or something to attach the sleeve to the hand. His little shoes could almost be Frankenstein shoes with their big thick skulls. But I think they're a little too shiny for a zombie who is decomposing. All right, so tell me, what do you think of my zombie here? In fact, he needs a name. Do you have a good name for him? Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think. But overall, I think he's going to be a good prop. You know, he's going to be just one of those sort of background things on the side, so he's going to work great for that. I'm not sure how well he's going to work, you know, just without a foot pad. You know, I think with a sensor, it's kind of hit or miss with these things, but I guess even if he's not going, he's very creepy as he is. So I'm happy. I'm happy I got him at a discount. I'm not sure, you know, with a lot of these things, I'm not sure I ever want to pay full price for them, or very rarely, I should say. But I don't have a zombie, so I like him. That's it for today, guys. Again, let me know what you think. Let me know what you would name him. And that's it for today. So I'll see you around. Take care. Happy haunting.